How are your comedy career aspirations changing as you gain experience?
Well, I mean, I think the more you do it, the more you learn about what the different options are and what are the costs and benefits of each one. And so I think that's, maybe like I used to glamorize in my mind what the life of a working stand-up comedian is like. And, the more you meet people who are doing that and you see what the reality of it is, it can kind of like color, oh, is that actually what you want? Or is that the flavor of it you want? Or is there another flavor of it that you want? Or is there a different path that's still involving, comedy, but maybe is in, writing or directing or acting or producing or, whatever else, is it said, do you want to be on the road a lot? Do you want to stay in one place? Making money and how much, how important is that to you? And so I think there's maybe just been sort of more of a reality check in some sense of like, oh, even if everything went exactly the way I wanted it to, like, would it be what I wanted? And if not, then what is a path that seems more appropriate or desirable to me? So I don't have like a fixed answer, like, oh, here is exactly what I want or what I don't want. But I think there's just been maybe just a more of a objective view of like, oh, here's the reality of what it's like to take these different paths and to think about like, okay, well, which one seems more appropriate?
Can you share an example of something that has kind of informed, some of the shorter term decisions you've made?
Well, I mean, if you meet guys who are just out on the road as comedians all the time, they're very rarely happy about it or well-adjusted folks or have, a happy family life. I like people who are constantly on the road. I think it's a really challenging thing to do in any profession, whatever it is. But especially comedy, if you're out alone and just sort of, in these, traveling through kinds of towns you wouldn't normally want to hang out in or whatever. Whereas then there's other people who are maybe, out on the road, but like a couple weekends a month. But then the other time they're working on some other project or something else that's providing income and, sort of putting together a few different things as opposed to just relying on being a stand-up and that's it. And seeing what the reality of their lives are like, which, isn't necessarily easy, but maybe more conducive to, in my mind, a sane existence or something that I would want to aspire to. Also, maybe you have to go through one to get to the other. So there's, all kinds of jumps and stages and things that you can get away with at different points of your career.